My name is Dimitri Valgaris. I'm a sophomore and I play center defensive midfielder.
My name's Nick Augustine. I'm year 2020 and I'm outside midfielder.
I'm Aiden Salzer. I'm a junior and I'm a goalkeeper.
I'm Alex Nehans. I'm a sophomore and I'm a goalkeeper.
I'm Sam Trout. I'm a junior and I'm a midfielder.
My name is Zach Janatha. I'm a senior and I play forward.
My name's Edgar Heredia Victoria. I'm a senior and I play attacking mid.
I'm Sam Leskowski. I'm a sophomore and I play forward.
I am Drew Lasky. Wait, don't you press the button?
Just talk. Yep.
I am Drew Lasky. I'm a sophomore and I play left wing.
I'm Austin Cardoso and I'm a junior and I'm right back.
I'm Jonathan Lopez. I'm a senior and I'm right back.
I'm Carson Lusky. I'm a senior and I play midfield.
Hi, I'm Thomas Munson. I'm a junior and I play center back.
I'm Quentin Chenrud. I'm a junior and I play left back.
I'm Quinn Vakirtis-Khan, senior, center back.
Grant Ostertag, sophomore, center back.
My name's Cole Daly. I'm a junior and I play defense.
My name is Brennan. I'm a junior and I play attacking mid.
Henry Faust, junior, forward.
I'm Michael Schmidt. I'm a senior and I play center defensive mid.
Hi, I'm Aiden Guthrie. I'm a senior and I play center defensive mid.
Welcome you to J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium for tonight's varsity soccer game between the Kimberly Papermakers and the Oshkosh West Wildcats. Tonight's game is a continuation of the Papermaker Wildcat game of September 17th, which was halted due to lightning. Therefore, we will restart the game where it was halted at 34-18 with a score 1-0 in the favor of West.
Right. Yep. Yep. Okay, welcome to Titan Stadium, second time, continuation from Monday, September 17th, and we'll show the scoreboard where the Lightning stopped it. 34 minutes and 18 seconds of lapsed time. Subtract from 45 is time remaining. Oshkosh West with a 1-0 lead over the Kimberly Papermakers. So, Kimberly, white uniforms, red trunks, left to right defending the north, and Oshkosh West, blue jerseys, black trunks, right to left defending the south. And I guess we're just going to where we left off. Alex Nehan, 0-0, goalkeeper, and we are underway. Over to number 8, Grant Ostertag. Again, Oshkosh West 1. And there's Quinn Vakirtis-Khan, number 12. And watching Oshkosh Media, I was not here on Monday the 17th, so this will be a shortened game, but it'll be a whole game. And Carson Lusky, 16, comes up with it. Over to Edgar Heredia and back. And now here comes Kimberly, number 5, Evan Lorne. Sam Blaskowski take a fall, and Evan Stapleton, number 4, Zach Janatha back. Sam Blaskowski comes up with it, lobs it ahead, tried to get a header to Zach Janatha, and over to number 4 again, Evan Stapleton. Again, Oshkosh West 1, a continuation, Kimberly 0. Here comes Aiden Godfrey, tried to get it through, and Kimberly clears it, and back to either Alex Nehan's goalkeeper, up to Jonathan Lopez, 19, back to Grant Ostertag, number 8. Grant Ostertag up, Edgar Heredia, number 21. Edgar Edgar Heredia sends it up, and can Sam Blaskowski get there on time? No. Out the end line, goal kick for the Kimberly Papermaker goalkeeper. Again, continuation of a game, and hopefully it won't lightning again. And that's number 1, and number 1 is Ryan Kelly, if the roster is right. Number 5 touched it. Oh, this is in different order. Evan Lauren, and back on that side, Edgar Heredia, no, that was Jonathan Lopez that broke that up. Okay, and then up to Zach Janatha. Zach Janatha up to Edgar Heredia, which Zach Janatha on the win, and defended by number 12, which is, who knows where it is on the roster, back. Edgar Heredia, Jonathan Lopez, Michael Schmidt, and number 14. Edgar Heredia along the side, being defended by 13. It must be an Parker Schmears. Yellow card on one of the Kimberly Papermakers. He'll go out. Then I think, is that number 11, Chris Saron? I think it's number 11. Okay, kind of hard to see from this distance. Okay, number 19 now, in Tyler Labaka. Okay, so Edgar Heredia, number 21, with the free kick from where the committed foul occurred. 36 minutes, 51 seconds. It's out of the south. And Edgar Heredia lobs it ahead, and saved by number 1, Ryan Kelly. Header by Jonathan Lopez over to number 14. And here come the Papermakers. Send it up, over, and back to Quinn Vakiris-Cons, number 12. Quinn, he sends it back to Alex Nehans. Alex Nehans, goalkeeper, sends it up to Sam Blaskowski. Heads it the header ahead. Tried to get it to Zach Janatha, 20, but no. Kimberly comes up with it, number 5 and 4. 5 is Evan Long, 4 is Evan Stapleton. Zach Janatha, Edgar Heredia tried to get it to Sam Blaskowski. Number 5 comes up with it, Evan Lauren. And a lot of back and forth. Aiden Godfrey, Michael Schmidt. Michael Schmidt up to Sam Blaskowski. Sam Blaskowski lobs it ahead over to Isaiah Cater, number 14. Isaiah Cater, 14, turns the corner, sends it ahead. Zach Janatha gives it back to Michael Schmidt. Number 13, Michael Schmidt, trying to move in and out the end line, last touched by the Wildcats. So Kimberly gets a goal kick. Number 1, again, Ryan Kelly. Substitution. 38 minutes, 20 seconds of lapse time. Subtract from 45 is time remaining. Aiden Godfrey, number 6, Edgar Heredia. Another header back from one of the Papermakers. Edgar sends it over to Aiden Godfrey, over to Isaiah Cater along the wing. He lobs it ahead, and a header by one of the Papermakers. Aiden Godfrey, number 6, maneuvering around, and Aiden keeps it in. Aiden Godfrey keeps it in. Trying to center, it does. Header, any rebound? Edgar with a header, and goalkeeper Ryan Kelly comes up with it. Again, still 1-0. Oshkosh West over the Kimberly Papermakers in this makeup game. Again, this is at Titan Stadium, J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium. Jonathan Lopez over there, Isaiah Cater, 14, and out the sideline. Last touched by the Wildcats. Papermakers with the throw-in. That was to number 21, I think. Back, number 10, Dawson DeBoer, over to number 4, Evan Stapleton. Back, number 5, Evan Lauren. Evan Lauren lobs it ahead. Header off of Jonathan Lopez, number 19, and Michael Schmidt, 13. Kimberly Kimberly breaks it up. That's number 7, Eric Flores. And then now Kimberly backs it up. Okay. Oh, and Michael Schmidt comes up with a number 13. Michael Schmidt over to Zach Janatha. Zach Janatha tried to center it to Michael Schmidt, but was a little behind. Kimberly comes up with it. Papermakers over to number 5, Evan Loam. Sorry, I thought it was an R and an M out. Last touch by the Wildcats out the sideline. Papermakers with the throw-in. Number 4 with the throw-in, Evan Stapleton. Broken up by Aiden Godfrey, number 6. Michael Schmidt, 13. Tried to get it to Edgar Heredia. Sam Blaskowski comes up with it, turns the corner. Sam Blaskowski, and Edgar Heredia back with the rebound. Edgar, number 21, senior, Oshkosh West. Moving around against number 7, Eric Flores. And back, Aiden Godfrey over. Jonathan Lopez, Quinn Vaqueros-Cons, Michael Schmidt. Back to Jonathan Lopez, maneuvering around. Back to Michael Schmidt. He lobs it. Nobody there along the sideline. Last touch by the Wildcats. Number 11, Chris Carrion with the throw in to number 22, it looks like. Again, these are not in numeric order. John Carl, and they send it up. Jonathan Lopez going back. Again, wind is out of the south. Temperature in the, well, I think the 70s. Over to Isaiah Cater, 14. Isaiah trying to maneuver around and out the sideline. Last touch by the Wildcats, throw in by the Papermakers. Tried to get it to number 22, John Carl. And here comes Edgar Heredia, number 21. Edgar sends it ahead to Sam Blaskowski. Sam turns the corner and does! Takes a shot! Oh, just over the top, Sam Blaskowski. Oh! Can we say the wind took it? Okay, it looks like the goal kick, since it went out the end line, will be deferred to one of the other ones. Zach Janatha comes up with it. Zach, number 20, turning around, and Aiden Godfrey trying to get there first. Nope. And out the sideline, last touched by the Papermakers. Throw in by Carson Lesky, the Wildcats. Good lob, header off of, again, one of the Papermakers, and then now number 10, Dawson DeBoer. Carson Lesky, Zach Janatha, number 20, centered it. Edgar Heredia tried to get it back, and number 7, Eric Flores. Number 16, I don't know where he is on the roster, Sebastian Pagan Vega. Out the sideline, last touch by the Wildcats. Throw in by the Papermakers. Number 4, Evan Stapleton. And there's the throw in. Header off of number 22, John Carl, and Quinn Vaqueros-Cons, and looks like a committed foul on one of the Papermakers. So Grant Ostertag sends it over to Jonathan Lopez, 19, Zach Janatha, and out the sideline, last touched by the Wildcats, number 11, Chris Sarian with the throw in. Jonathan Lopez, committed foul on Jonathan Lopez, so the Papermakers get a kick for reference points on the 45-yard line of football, but again, that's just reference points. Okay. And here's the kick. Ooh, good one, good one. And Alex Nehans with the save. Alex Nehans, okay. Less than a minute to go in this lightning delayed game. Oshkosh West 1, Kimberly 0. Alex Nehans sends it up. Edgar Heredia. Edgar maneuvers around. Edgar centers it to Zach Janatha, number 20, back to Sam Blaskowski, a shot, no rebound. Saved by goalkeeper number 1, Ryan Kelly of the Papermakers. Again, you're watching Oshkosh Media, City Cable 2-time Warner Sports, the only sports on local cable access in Oshkosh. And out the sideline, let's touch by the Papermakers. Looks like Jonathan Lopez with the throw-in. 15 seconds left. Isaiah Cater over, and Kimberly breaks it up, and that will be the end of the first half. Okay, in this lightning delayed game, end of the first half, Oshkosh West Wildcats 1 and Kimberly Papermakers 0. Thank you, and we'll be back for the second half in a few minutes. Yeah, right up here. Right up here. Yeah, senior night. Yeah, he's getting one for me. Thank you. But thank you very much. I always get here before the programs are out, and then I'm stuck. Yeah. Yep, thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Here, I'm going to give you.
Oh, that too. Okay, thank you. In color.
Good evening. We want to welcome you to our Oshkosh West Boys Soccer Senior Night. Our seniors and their families have been wonderful examples of dedication, sportsmanship, and hard work. As we honor our seniors tonight, they want to thank that special teacher who has had an impact on his life. To all the teachers here tonight, we thank you. What you do for our kids every single day matters more than words can ever say. You are special not just tonight, but every single day. We would like to honor the senior managers for the West Boys soccer team. Senior Aaron Jorgensen. He chose business teacher Mrs. Podvin as his most valuable teacher because she helped Aaron realize that he wants to pursue accounting as he attends UW Whitewater next year. Senior Paul Lacoste chose English teacher Mr. Scott because Mr. Scott has provided guidance for Paul and has taught him valuable life lessons. Senior Justin Showers. He also chose business teacher Mrs. Podvin because she helps him with whatever he needs. Mrs. Podvin also helped Justin find a job in the career he wants to pursue. Now, folks, it is an honor to introduce to you the Oshkosh West senior soccer players and their special teachers. Center midfielder Aiden Godfrey. He wants to honor math teacher Mr. Lassay. Unfortunately, Mr. Lassay is not able to attend tonight's game, so Coach Matt Callahan will be stepping in to accept Aiden's gift on behalf of Mr. Lassay. Aiden had this to say about Mr. Lassay. Mr. Lassay has showed me the importance of education. After injuring both knees, he persisted and returned to teaching as soon as he could. I hope to cherish knowledge and learning as much as he cherishes teaching. Thank you, Mr. Lassay. Center back Quinn Veskurtzis Kans wants to honor our teacher, Mrs. Spandor. Quinn has this to say about Mrs. Spandor. I chose Mrs. Spanbauer because she's the best teacher at West. Her class is the most enjoyable class. Thank you, Mrs. Spanbauer. Center midfielder Michael Schmidt wants to honor Spanish teacher Senora Gauthier. Michael has this to say about Senora Gauthier. Mrs. Gauthier's class was my favorite and most fun class. She taught me a lot about life. Thank you, Senora Gauthier. Outside wing, Isaiah Cater wants to honor science teacher Mr. Miller. Isaiah had this to say about Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller taught me a lot of life lessons. Thank you, Mr. Miller. Defender Carson Lesky wants to honor Spanish teacher Mr. Habel. Carson had this to say about Mr. Habel. I chose Mr. Habel because he was a good teacher and he made Spanish fun. He always was able to help when I needed it. So thank you, Mr. Habel. Defender Jonathan Lopez wants to honor English teacher Mr. Thurwatcher. Jonathan had this to say about Mr. Thurwatcher. I chose Mr. Thurwatcher as my most valuable teacher because of his outgoing personality. Thank you, Mr. Thurwatcher. Forward Zach Janatha also wants to honor Spanish teacher Senora Gauthier. Zach has this to say about Senora Gauthier. I chose Senora Gauthier because she has taught me a lot about Spanish and life. Again, thank you, Senora Gauthier. Center midfielder Edgar Heredia wants to honor math teacher Mr. Levine. Unfortunately, Mr. Levine was not able to attend tonight's game, so Coach Marcus Moxon will be stepping in to accept Edgar's gift on behalf of Mr. Levine. Edgar had this to say about Mr. Levine. Mr. Levine is my most valuable teacher because of the positivity he spreads throughout his classroom every day. Thank you, Mr. Levine. And thank you, seniors, for being such an important part of Oshkosh West. And teachers, thank you all for our dedicated and talented educators. You are definitely life changers. Let's have a round of applause for the players and the teachers.
Who scored the goal 3 weeks ago?
Oh goodness. What team did they play?
Kimberly, before the Lightning.
I'm going to go with Sam B or Zach.
Who?
I don't know. I'm just guessing. It's not Sam. You can't hit it. No, not.
Should I ask Mr. Hill? Henry?
How about we just go with
Henry
that guy
Faust?
for Pete's sake?
3 weeks ago, before the Lightning, he did it? Okay, thank you. All right, thank you, Henry.
Oh, you know what? It was Joe. Nobody guessed Henry. Sorry.
Who? I know. I don't know if there's anybody on that lineup with that name. Why do you harass the cameraman?
You're here again. Kristen again.
Senior parents,
Yeah.
if you want to take the banner, then probably be the safest.
You throw up.
They're a little fragile, and then I'll give you the color program. Got it? And I'll
You did?
want them at the end of the game or right now?
Which one, the beast? I love the
And we've got bags in case it starts to rain.
Kyle, who did you delete? Josh Olsen.
Okay, when we're done, if you want to, the team board is mine. Orange board, throw into that window, okay? Just throw it in. That's all you have to do, throw it in. Okay, because I may go down for post-game interviews, which is always fun, right? Well, What time's the game? 7 o'clock. Parking could be bad because it's youth night. But really 7:15.
Are you going home after work?
Yes, I am.
Can I just drive through the game?
Yeah. Then are you going to stay? Or
Till Wednesday.
No, but I mean, are you going to stay for the whole game, or are you going to leave with your grandmother right after the national?
No, I'll stay here the whole game.
Okay.
Who's going to win, North or North?
Tomorrow? I don't know. They both. No, they're good. They're good.
Does Queen usually play before?
Yeah, but he's a defenseman. He's scored a couple goals. Okay, we're ready for the second half here at J.J. Killer at Titan Stadium. Today again is Monday, October 8th, 2018, a continuation from Monday, September 17th. 1-0, both teams switch ends. Kimberly, white uniforms, red trunks, now right to left defending the south. And Oshkosh West, blue uniforms, and sent it back, Quinn Vickers-Kahn sent it back to Alex Nehans. Up, Sam Blaskowski, and the Papermakers come up with it. I think that's number 11 again, Chris, and team number 11, Chris Carrion, and committed foul on Nick Augustine. So the Papermakers will get a free kick on, just for reference points, the 45 football yard, even though that doesn't mean anything. So again, watching Oshkosh Media, Time Warner. Wind is out of the south, so Kimberly is with the wind, launches it. Alex Nehans catches it, no rebound. Here comes Carson Lesky up. Sam Blaskowski's right there. Nope. And 13 sends it out. No, kept it in. 13 was Parker Schimmers. Zach Janatha, number 20, loses it. And Kimberly comes up with it. Now number 7, Eric Flores. Okay, along the side there. And Aiden Godfrey comes up with, knocks Sam Blaskowski out of bounds, trying to take it, his own teammate, but throw-in will be Kimberly Papermakers. And again, I think that's number 11, Chris Sarian. Quinn almost had a header on it. They launch it way up in the air, and out the end line, last touch by the Papermakers. West will get the goal kick. Alex Nehans, 0. No, I'm sorry. The West touched it last, out the end line. Corner kick for the Papermakers. Let's see, I'll just read jersey numbers as the targets. 12, 16, and over the top. There's no way I can read all the names, but the targets were 7, 5, whatever. You got to turn around. Okay, Alex Nehans up to Sam Blaskowski, and kept in by the Papermakers along the far side. Zach Janatha. Papermakers send it up. Carson Lusky, number 16, back and out the end line. Last touched by the Papermakers out the end line, so goal kick. Alex Nehans over to Quinn Vickers-Kahn, number 12. Quinn, number 12, senior night, back. Grant Ostertag up to Sam Blaskowski. Sam, Kimberly broke it up. Michael Schmidt, and again, one of the Papermakers break it up. That's number 10, Dawson DeBoer, back. And here's up to number 22 is John Carl. Sends it over along the side, out the sideline, last touched by the Papermakers. Carson Lusky, Wildcats with the throw-in. 48 minutes, 34 seconds left with that Henry Faust goal from 3 weeks ago. Aiden Godfrey, number 6, gets it taken away. Over to number 3 is Cooper Ray. Number 11 along the wing, Chris Sarian, defended by Quinn Vickers-Kahn. Centers it, and Alex Nehans touched it, but over to Carson Lesky, Sam Blaskowski. Last touch by the Wildcats, throw in by the Papermakers. 1-0 on this lightning delayed game. Grant Ostertag and Alex Nehans comes up with it. Goalkeeper Alex Nehans sends it over to Jonathan Lopez, number 19, back to Quinn Vakiris-Kans, number 12. Up, Aiden Godfrey, send it back. Grant Ostertag, number 3, I think was there for Kimberly. Edgar with a header, but number 12 comes up with it. Again, these are not in alphabetic order or numeric order. Nick Riffy. Number 10, Dawson DeBoer. Up to number 7, Eric Flores. Along that far side. Number 5 back is Evan Loam. And Kimberly sends it back. Midfield, Papermakers over to number 11, Chris Carrion. Then back over to number 3, Cooper Ray. And number 22, John Carl, defended by Quinn. Jonathan Lopez. Oh, now it's off of Nick Augustine. Lead pass. Last touch by the Wildcats. Throw in by number 3, Cooper Ray. And they send it back to Alex Nehans. Alex Nehans with number 5 chasing him. Up to Sam Blaskowski, number 17 along the side. Sam Blaskowski. And, got that broken up, I think, by number 10, Dawson DeBoer. Out the sideline, last touch by the Papermakers. Throw in. Carson Lesky hit. I think that was number... Carson Lesky. Throw in to number 6, Aiden Godfrey. Aiden over to Jonathan Lopez, 19. Jonathan Lopez back to Michael Schmidt. Michael Schmidt sends it over to Jonathan Lopez. Quinn Vakiris-Kans, Edgar Heredia. Edgar tried to get through, nope, couldn't. And Papermakers over to number 7, lead pass though, but Jonathan Lopez, 19, and he sends it back to Alex Nehans. Quinn Vakiris-Kans, number 12, sends it up and out. Last touch by the Wildcats. Number 11 with the throw in, Chris Carrion. Number 11 over to number, if you turn around, I could see the number, I think it's 13. And that is Parker Shimmers, Aiden Godfrey, Michael Schmidt. And then Edgar comes up with it. Michael Schmidt. Edgar passes it ahead to and goalkeeper number 1, Ryan Kelly sends it up along the side. Sam Blaskowski defending. Carson Lesky lobs it ahead. Zach Janatha, number 10, Dawson DeBoer sends it way up ahead. Grant Ostertag in the chase. Back. Hit the pipe and saved. Alex Nehans. Hit the pipe. That was close. Kind of like in hockey, you can hear that ping. Gotta be. Okay, number 10, Dawson DeBoer, back to 13. Parker Shimmers. Number 20 takes a shot. Hit the pipe again. Number 10 is there and out the end line. Goal kick for the Wildcats. 2 hitting the pipe within a minute. Okay, Alex Nehans up to Sam Blaskowski, back to Michael Schmidt. Tried to give a lead pass. Edgar Heredia. Edgar, number 21, he sends it back to Carson Lesky. Edgar Heredia, number 21. Back to Quinn Vakiris-Kans, 12. Again, 1-0. Quinn Vakiris-Kans way ahead to Edgar Heredia, way ahead. And maneuvers around, takes a shot. Save by number 1, Ryan Kelly. Okay, Ryan Kelly sends it up to, number 7 has it, Eric Flores along that far side. And out Carson Lesky, last one to touch it. Papermakers with the throw in. 22 is, I don't even know who that is. Oh, John Carl. Okay. Sent out the sideline, last touch by the Wildcats. Kimberly with the throw-in. 54 minutes of lapse time, subtract from 90 is time remaining. Continuous running clock, except for goal scoring and injuries. No add-on like World Cup. No add-on. Nick Augustine, number 11. Nick, he sends it back to Grant Ostertag. Grant Ostertag to Aiden Godfrey, 6. Carson Lusky, 16. And Aiden Godfrey, Michael Schmidt. Number 22 was right there to try to pick up something, John Carl, but over to Nick Augustine. Kimberly comes up with it. Number 3 is, again, Cooper Ray. Quinn Vakiris-Cons over to Aiden Godfrey. Number 6, captain, senior, up to Sam Blaskowski, and shoved out of the way. Committed foul on the Papermakers. Number 10, Dawson DeBoer. So the Papermaker, or the Wildcats get a free kick. Aiden Godfrey sent it over to Carson Lesky. Aiden Godfrey up to Edgar Ridia on the side. Edgar maneuvering around. Gets it over to Sam Blaskowski. Oh, save. Ryan Kelly. Okay. 55 and a half minutes of lapse time. Subtract from 90 is time remaining. 1-0 Wildcats over Kimberly. Lobs way ahead, out of camera view. Grant Ostertag. And Nick Augustine. Nick Augustine, number 11, over to Jonathan Lopez. And, out the sideline, let's touch by the Wildcats. Throw in by number 11, Chris Carian. Number 10, Dawson DeBoer sends it over. And errant pass up to 22, John Carl. John Carl over along the wing. Takes a shot, Carson Lesky, good block out the sideline, last touch by Carson Lesky, throw in for the Papermakers. On that far side. Grant Ostertag touched number 6, Gavin Lunenberg, and here comes Michael Schmidt, nope, broken up, nope, committed foul probably on Michael Schmidt, 13 against number 11, Chris Carian. So the Papermakers get a free kick, and again for reference points, it'll be on the 35-yard line. I'll read jersey numbers for the targets. 33, 22, 7. And then the rest I can't see. Okay, so here, let's back it up, see how Kimberly is strategizing this. Alex Nehan's ready, lobs it ahead, a header off of one of the Wildcats. And Zach Janatha going after it, and out the sideline, last touch by the Wildcats, throw in. Number 11, Chris Carian, over to number 13, Parker Shimmers, and Kimberly regroups. Sends it ahead, broken up by Jonathan Lopez, and probably out the sideline. Yep, last touch by the Wildcats, so the Papermakers with the throw-in. Chris Carian back. Number 3 is again Cooper Ray. Committed foul on Michael Schmidt against number 5, Evan Lone. So, Papermakers get a free kick on the 10-yard line, so they got to stand back. Number 12 will be doing that, and that is Nick Reif. And you're watching Oshkosh Media, City Cable, 2-time Warner Sports, the only sports on local cable. Bringing, after a 13-year absence, bringing soccer back to you. Lobs it ahead, a header, off of Quinn. And here comes Carson Lesky. But Quinn was the one who cleared it. Zach Janatha, Sam Blaskowski, Grant Ostertag, and Carson Lesky chasing number 10, Dawson DeBoer, and kept in by the Papermakers. Kept in, up, lead pass. Grant Ostertag is right there, and he sends it out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats, and we have a substitution.
And for the Papermakers, number 14, Spencer Lamaka for the Wildcats. Number 7, Henry Faust.
Okay, and committed foul on one of the Papermakers. So the Wildcats get a free kick. Again, for reference points. Oh no, it went out the sideline. Throw in by the Wildcats, Carson Lesky. Grant Ostertag, Carson Lesky sends it up. Henry Faust, number 7, and out the sideline. Last touch by the Wildcats. So number, looks like, I think 12, Nick Reif with the throw in. Grant Ostertag, oh boy, and this is going to be out the end line, corner kick for the Papermakers. Last touch by the Wildcats. So let's see who's going to, it looks like number 11 is going to do the corner kick, Chris Karian. And if they turn their jerseys around, 14-3. 13, I'm just reading jersey numbers. There's no way I can get the names. 13, 22, and 16. Lobs it ahead. Here it is. And broken up by, I think, Edgar. And another header by Edgar, and up to Zach Janatha, and cleared out the sideline by number 10. Last touch, Dawson DeBoer. A quick throw in. Zach Janatha in there, and Papermakers come up with a number 10 along the side here. Number 10 is Dawson DeBoer. Back, and now number 7, Eric Flores. And, who touched that one last? Nope, the goalkeeper gets there first, Ryan Kelly. Okay, let's take a look at the scoreboard there. 61 minutes of lapse time. Subtract from 90 is time remaining. Lobs it ahead, out of camera view, and a header. Jonathan Lopez was there with one of the Papermakers, but now number 3 has it, and that again is Cooper Ray. Centers it. Carson Lesky, and no, cleared out to one of the Papermakers along the side. Henry Faust save. A rebound, and out the end line. Last touch by Quinn. Corner kick for the Papermakers. Number 11 going back for it, Chris Karian. And again, number 3, I'll try to read it, 14 jersey numbers for the Papermakers. You have to look at the roster to see their names. Okay, no wind now anymore. Lobs it ahead, and cleared by Nick Augustine out the end line. Another corner kick opposite side. Kimberly with another corner kick. Again, the wind has died down here. 62 minutes, 14 seconds. Possession arrow, if you have one in this sport, is Ben Kimberly this second half. Again, Oshkosh Media. Okay, number 11 doing the Chris Karian. And back the camera up, see how the plays develop. And another header off of one of the Papermakers, and out the, no, kept in. Aiden Godfrey. Up to Henry Faust, and out the sideline. Last touch by the Wildcats. Kimberly with the throw in. Far side there. Again, you're watching Fox Valley Association Conference game makeup from Monday, September 21st, makeup from August when we had the tornado. Number 10 broke that up. Dawson DeBoer. Henry Faust, 7, up to Zach Janatha, over to Nick Augustine on the wing. Nick Augustine, good play, good. Maneuvering around, past 3, back over to Jonathan Lopez. Jonathan, over to Zach Janatha. Zach over, tried to get it back to Quinn, nope. And number 14 broke it up, Spencer Labaka. Back, here comes Henry Faust. Henry maneuvering around, Henry, nope. Tried to get through some traffic. And Kimberly and Edgar Herberty at number 21. Edgar maneuvering around, defending, through a lot of traffic over to Henry Faust. Tried to center, it does. Save. And a collision, save and collision with Ryan Kelly. 64 minutes elapsed time, still hanging on to that 3-week-old 1-0 lead. And back, and Alex Nehans, goalkeeper. Jonathan Lopez, 19. Michael Schmidt, Nick Augustine, and lost it to Chris Karian. Number 10 now, Dawson DeBoer. Over to 22 is John Carl, and out the end line, last touch by the papermaker substitution. Alex Nehan sends it over to Quinn Vakiris-Kantz. Up, tried to get it to Sam Blaskowski. Header off of number 3 and out the sideline. Jonathan Lopez will do the throw in off of number 3 of the papermakers, Cooper Ray. Oh, boy, Aiden Godfrey struggling against that end. Saved by Alex Nehans, goalkeeper for West. Gotta get some offense here. Grant Ostertag. Up, Edgar Heredia. Edgar, oops, and Kimberly breaks that up. Number 16 did that. Sebastian Pagan Viga. Edgar sends it up to Henry Faust, over to Sam Blaskowski, lobs it ahead to Henry, and Henry being defended by, trying to maneuver around, far side Henry, and a committed foul on the papermakers. About time. So, the free kick by the Wildcats. Again, for reference points, is on the, here's Aiden Godfrey, sends it ahead. Oh, over the top, Henry Faust. Out the end line, last touch by the Wildcats. Goal kick by the papermakers. Number 1, again, Ryan Kelly, goalkeeper. Hit by Henry Faust at midfield. Sam Blaskowski over to Aiden Godfrey. Edgar Heredia. Edgar maneuvering around. Edgar Heredia takes a shot. Oh, out the end line, just missed. Okay, substitution. Okay, Ryan Kelly with the goal kick. 67.5 minutes of lapse time, subtract from 90 is time remaining. Lobs it ahead, hit number 22, and 22 sends it ahead. Alex Nehans tried to get it, well, out the sideline. Last touch by the Wildcats, throw in by papermakers. Number 4, I think, is doing that. Evan Stapleton with the throw, unless he changed while I was looking at the roster. Throw in by the papermakers. Quinn Vakiris-Kantz. Oh, tried to get it to Michael Schmidt, and one of the papermakers was there to get it. Uh-oh, lead pass to number 11. And, oh, broken up, and Alex Nehan sends it out the sideline. Last touch by the Wildcats, and papermakers with the throw-in. And it looks like number 11 with the throw-in, Chris Karian. And Grant Ostertag was there to defend. Edgar Heredia, number 21, sends it up to Sam Blaskowski. Over to Isaiah Cater, number 14. Isaiah sends it back. Jonathan Lopez, 19, sends it up. And Isaiah Cater. And last touch by number 13. Parker Schmears of the papermakers, throw in by the Wildcats. Jonathan Lopez will do the throw in up to Sam Blaskowski, 17, and number 11 comes over with it, Chris Karian, and Carson Lusky over to Quinn Vakiris-Kantz. Quinn, number 12, senior, today's senior day, up. Number 11 broke that up, Chris Karian for the papermakers. Number 10, Dawson DeBoer. Number 10 sends it ahead. Grant Ostertag, Quinn Vakiris-Kantz. Edgar back. And the Papermakers comes up, put over to number 3 on the wing, Cooper Ray in the corner, but kept it in, lobs it ahead. Grant Ostertag with the clear, over to number 10, Dawson DeBoer. Sam Blaskowski with the committed foul. So Papermakers get a free kick, it looks like on the 31-yard line. 3, 14, 22, 7, and are the jersey numbers. And a couple more. Back it up here. 70 minutes of lapse time. Subtract from 90 is time remaining. Let's see what happens here. Lobs it ahead. And a header by Quinn. Sam Blaskowski clears over to Henry Faust along the far side. Henry Faust. Henry and committed foul on one of the Papermakers against Henry Faust. So I think it was number 5, Evan Lom, that did the committed foul. I believe that's Carson Lesky over to Aiden Godfrey. Carson Lesky, 16, jersey number. Henry Faust, Aiden Godfrey, up, Henry Faust defending, and along that far side, Kimberly, and then Grant Ostertag. Aiden Godfrey tried to get it, nope, and number 12 is Nick Reif. Out the sideline, last touch by the Papermakers. West with the throw in. Substitution. Okay, throw in to Sam Blaskowski. Sam Blaskowski, nope. Back. Aiden Godfrey, Quinn Vakiris-Kantz. Number 12, Quinn. Quinn lobs it ahead. Oh, and tried to get it over to Isaiah Cater, who tripped over number 11, Chris Carrion. Ryan Kelly with the kick, goalkeeper. Number 11 tried to get it and off, and number 3 being defended by Grant Ostertag, and Jonathan Lopez tried to get it out the sideline. Nope. Michael Schmidt, number 11, comes up with the lobs it ahead. Cleared by Carson Lesky. 16, Edgar Heredia up to Sam Blaskowski, but no foul. Okay, and a save by Alex Nehans. Went out the end line, last touch by the Wildcats. Corner kick by the Papermakers. 72.5 minutes of lapse time. Subtract from 90 is time remaining, so that's 17.5 minutes. Still 1-0.
And for the Papermakers, number 19, Tyler Lobacco.
Again, you're watching Oshkosh Media. Okay, here's the corner kick by Chris Carrion. Lobs it ahead. And cleared by West again. Number, I think it's 11 or 14, Spencer Labaka. Centered it and out the end line, last touch by the Wildcats. Corner kick for the Papermakers. 5, 3. Our jersey numbers 5, 3. Again, essentially no wind here. Here's corner kick again. It's got a spin on it, and a goal. A goal by the Papermakers. Ties it up 1-1.
Goal, Papermakers.
I have no idea who did that. Did you see what number who did that? Probably. Okay. Goal possible by number 4, Evan Stapleton. You have to look at the replay. So ties it up 1-1. Isaiah Cater, 14, and kept in by number 11, Chris Carrion. Michael Schmidt tried to get it to Sam Blaskowski, but here come the Papermakers, number 10, Dawson DeBoer. Dawson DeBoer still over to number 11, Chris Carrion. Chris Carrion, Dawson DeBoer, and up. Jonathan Lopez tried to get in there. Isaiah Cater hit it to Jonathan Lopez, and up to number 5, Evan Lohm. Back to number 11, Chris Carrion. 13, I'm sorry, 13, Parker Schmears. send it ahead, nobody there, and that will go out the sideline. Last touch by the paper makers, Jonathan Lopez with the throw in. Number 19, Jonathan Lopez, 74.5 minutes of lapse time. So 15.5 minutes in the game, 1-1. Kimberly Papermakers 1, Oshkosh West Wildcats 1. Jonathan Lopez with the throw in. Michael Schmidt, Quinn Vakiris-Cons. He sends it up. Edgar, a header, but Michael Schmidt, a header. Number 22, whoever that is, John Carl. Carson Lesky. And out the sideline, last touch by the Papermakers. Throw in by the Papermakers. Far side, header, centered it. Michael Schmidt is defending, and he got through, send it, and and offside by the Papermakers. Oh, that saved it. Alex Nehans over to Quinn Vakiris-Cons. Quinn sends it up, tried to get it to Sam Blaskowski, broken up by number 13, Parker Schmears, and saved by Alex Nehans out the end line. Last touch by the Wildcats. Corner kick for the Papermakers again.
Get to the ball first!
5, 14, 4, 22, 19, and 3 are the jersey numbers. Lobs it ahead, and a header, bounced off a few people, and here comes Sam Blaskowski, and good, Sam Blaskowski. Out the sideline, last touch by the Wildcats. Papermakers with the throw in. 76.5 minutes of lapse time, subtract from 90 is time remaining. Number 11 with the throw in, Chris Carion. Sends it ahead, Aiden Godfrey, Michael Schmidt. Edgar tried to get it, broken up by number 5, Evan Lorm. And number 12 now, Nick Reif along the far side. Here come the Papermakers, no, Carson Lesky, Aiden Godfrey. Looking, tried to get it, Sam Blaskowski. He had Edgar right there for a rebound. Sam sent it over, tried to get it through number 11, no, couldn't. And Kimberly sends it over to number 3, Cooper Rye, Ray, whatever, over to number 22, John Carl, centers it to number 5, takes a shot, and a goal, number 5, Kimberly 2, Oshkosh West 1.
Goal, Papermakers.
Number 5, Evan Lohm. That's at the 77.30 mark. So subtract from, that's the lapse time. Subtract from 90, so that's 12.5 minutes remaining. Okay, now West is trailing. Conference opponent, Kimberly Papermakers. Carson Lesky sends it ahead, tried to get it to Edgar, broken up by the Papermakers, and again, send it back. Alex Nehans, Quinn Vakiris-Cons, number 12, Quinn Vakiris-Cons. Grant Ostertag, number 8, sends it up and tried to get it to Zach Janatha. No, couldn't. Must have been out the sideline. Last touch by the Papermakers. West with the throw in. And it looks like Carson Lesky with the throw in. I think it was Zach that was Sam Blaskowski, and centered, and no rebound. Goalkeeper Ryan Kelly scoops it up. 78.5 minutes. Kimberly Papermakers 2, Oshkosh West 1. Off of Grant Ostertag, Aiden Godfrey, Isaiah Cater. And number 5 broke it up, but again, Aiden Godfrey out the sideline, last touch by the Papermakers, throw in Isaiah Cater to Aiden Godfrey moving in, Aiden centered, nothing. Any rebound? Nope. And Kimberly clears. Jonathan Lopez, 19. Over to Edgar Heredia. Edgar moving around, tried to get it to Sam Blaskowski. Edgar, Sam, and they clear. Carson Lesky over there, but he'll let it go out. The sideline, last touch by the Papermakers. Carson Lesky with the throw in. Michael Schmidt, Carson Lesky, Michael Schmidt. Over Zach Janathan, number 20. Zach Janathan, number 20, and out the sideline, last touched by the Papermakers. Michael Schmidt with the throw in. Edgar Heredia tried to get it to Zach Janathan, no, and Kimberly breaks it up. A header by Grant Ostertag and Quinn Vakiris-Kantz back, and he sends it back to Alex Nehans. Alex Nehans. Tried to get it to Grant Ostertag, and Grant Ostertag comes up with it. Grant Ostertag over to Zach Janathan. Zach over to Edgar Heredia. Edgar Heredia back. Grant Ostertag. Edgar Heredia. Aiden Godfrey, Michael Schmidt, Sam Blaskowski, and Aiden Godfrey comes up with it. Aiden looking around over Zach Janathan along the wing, lobs it ahead. Nobody there. Cleared by number 11. Michael Schmidt heads it back, and Aiden Godfrey takes a shot. Over the top. And Carson Lesky. Good play by the Papermaker. Jumped right over it to avoid going out the sideline, and a yellow card on Carson Lesky. So Papermakers get a free kick for reference points on the 20-yard line. Just a yellow card. I don't know what it was for. 81 minutes and 30 seconds. Clock is stopped with that. Henry Faust coming in for Isaiah Cater. Okay, here's the kick. A lot of bodies there, and Grant Ostertag got in there, tried to get a header, missed, and Sam Blaskowski. Tripped by one of the Papermakers against Henry Faust. So Wildcats, that was a committed foul on Evan Loam, number 5. Okay, 82 minutes of lapse time, 8 minutes remaining. Quinn Vakiris-Kantz over to Edgar Heredia, moving up, moving. Edgar Heredia still going, lobs it ahead. Sam Blaskowski, no, and out the sideline. Last touch by the Papermakers. Zach Janathan with the throw-in, number 20. 82.5 minutes. 7.5 minutes. Over Michael Schmidt, 13. Quinn Vakiris-Kantz. Quinn back. Jonathan Lopez, he sends it up. Tried to get it to Sam Blaskowski, but broken up by the Papermakers. A header off of Jonathan Lopez. Quinn Vakiris-Kantz over to Grant Ostertag, being chased by the bigger 16 Sebastian Pagan Vega. Aiden Godfrey, number 8, and they send it back to Alex Nehans. 83 minutes of lapse time. Subtract from 90, time remaining, so under 6 minutes to go. Quinn Vakiris-Kantz sends it up to, and Edgar Heredia takes a shot, and a goal! Edgar Heredia! Edgar! Yeah! Oshkosh West ties it up at 83.21. Edgar Heredia. I'm going to say the...
Second for the Papermakers, number 7, Eric Forrest.
Okay, ties it up 2-2. Oh, that was a good one. And I think Quinn was the assist, but I don't know. Number 10 sends it back. Dawson DeBoer. Oh, Edgar comes up with a clutch. And here's Aiden Godfrey. Aiden moving along the side, tried to get it over to Sam Blaskowski, but broken up by the Papermakers. Out the sideline, last touch by the Papermakers. West with the throw-in, 83-45. Lapse time, subtract from 90 time remaining. Michael Schmidt over to Quinn Vaqueros-Cons. Jonathan Lopez tried to get it to Aiden Godfrey, and here come the Papermakers. Over along the wing to number 3, Cooper Ray, and he sends it up, and it will go out the sideline. Last touch by the Papermakers. Quinn with the throw-in. Quinn or Jonathan Lopez with the throw-in. Jonathan Lopez, Henry Faust. Oh, last touch by Henry Faust. Papermakers with the throw-in. Number 11, Chris Carrion. Back to 13, Parker Schmieris. And they send it ahead, tried to get it to Sam Blaskowski. Sam Blaskowski sends it ahead, tried to get it to Henry Faust. No, 11 comes up with it, Chris Carrion. Chris Carrion, number 11. Michael Schmidt tried to get in there. Chris Carrion coming up. Along the side, oh, number 16 was right there. Offside. Quinn Vaqueros-Cons will take the kick. 85 minutes. 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes. Aiden Godfrey. Grant Ostertag. Sends it up to Edgar Heredia. Edgar along that far side. Edgar looking for somebody. Lobs it ahead to Zach Janatha. And he gets it back to Edgar. Breaks through. Takes it. Oh! Committed foul on the Papermakers. No, I guess not. No committed foul. Thought so. A lot of bodies are flying. Okay, header, and then now over to number 3, Cooper Ray, and out the sideline, last touch by the Wildcats. Number 11 throws it in, Chris Carrion, over to number 10, Dawson DeBoer. Number 12, Nick Reif, sent it up, tried to get it to number 5, does. Evan Loam, 86 minutes, 13 seconds of lapse time. Oh, broken up by Jonathan Lopez, and Aiden Godfrey clears. Sam Blaskowski over to Edgar. Edgar Heredia sends it ahead. Henry Faust, number 7. Henry moving around. Henry keeps moving over to Edgar. Good fake to Zach Janatha, lobs it ahead to Edgar. Oh, just kept it in. Edgar kept it in. 86 minutes, 40 seconds again. Henry Faust takes it up, and a goal! Henry Faust, Edgar with the assist! At 86-47, and West takes a 3-2 lead. $86-47, time of that goal. So 2 quick goals here within 5 minutes. Okay, Papermakers trailing now in the white uniforms. Oshkosh West with the lead. Again, you're watching Oshkosh Media, Time Warner City Cable 2 Sports. Aiden Godfrey, number 6 along that far side, sends it ahead to Zach Janatha. And out the end line, last touched by the Wildcats. Goal kick for the Papermakers. 87.5 minutes of lapse time. Goalkeeper back, Grant Ostertag, number 8. and he kept it in. Aiden Godfrey, number 6, defended by number 10, Dawson DeBoer. Aiden Godfrey back. Zach Janatha, number 20. Michael Schmidt, Zach Janatha. Nope, no foul, no call. And here come the Papermakers. Less than about 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes, 87 minutes, 56 seconds. Number 5 cleared up to midfield, and Sam Blaskowski giving chase. Here come the Papermakers. Number 10, Dawson DeBoer, and Dawson DeBoer maneuvering around. Quinn Vicaris-Kantz, no. Quinn Vic, here's Edgar Heredia up to lead pass to Henry, or Sam Blaskowski, no, back. Over to number 5, broken up by Grant Ostertag. Aiden Godfrey back. Send it ahead, and goalkeeper Ryan Kelly comes up with it. 88:43 of lapse time. Grant Ostertag with a header over to number 7, Eric Flores.
One minute remaining.
And out the sideline, last touch by the Wildcats, another throw in for the Papermakers. Less than a minute to go. Less than a minute. And Jonathan Lopez clears Edgar Heredia, and committed foul on number 5, Evan Lohm. Edgar takes the spill on that, so half a minute to go. Half a minute. Okay, back over to Quinn Vicaris-Kantz. 15 seconds. 15 seconds remaining. Quinn sends it up to Henry Faust. Oh.
9.
And Henry Faust, last one to touch it, out the sideline by the Wildcats. Throw in. 3, 2, 1, and Oshkosh West comes away with a come-from-behind victory against the Kimberly Papermakers, conference opponent. Final score here at Titan Stadium: Oshkosh West 3, Kimberly Papermakers 2.
Henry Faust with the go-ahead goal at 86-47. I think Edgar was the assist. Tell us everything from beginning to end.
Started.
Yeah,
Henry! Side of the field, went up, passed it to Zach. Zach kind of kicked a little bit too far. Edgar came, passed it to me. I settled, turned to my left, took the shot.
Okay, and you just caught the at least that's a Gatorade jug. You caught just the edge of it. So, congratulations on that game-winning goal, 3-2 over the Kimberly Papermakers. Good luck against my high school tomorrow, Oshkosh North. Good luck. Hope you guys win. Okay. Edgar Heredia with the goal to tie it up at 83-21. I think Quinn was the assist. Walk us through what happened there to tie it up.
I found an opening to the back. I raised my hand. He saw me. He played a good ball. Took a touching front and hit the half volley. Passed the goal.
Easy as that. Okay. Now again, tomorrow, crosstown rival Oshkosh North. I gotta wish you guys good luck. Hope you win, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully in the winner's circle, and get a couple goals. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't have a microphone with me. It's back up there just because it was a quick game. Alrighty, a 3-week delay in the game. I think Henry Faust scored that first goal 3 weeks ago before Lightning called it. How is it with a game 3 weeks delayed?
You know, it's now that I've done this, I don't know if it's something I ever want to do again.
Okay.
Boy, it's just a crazy experience. The intensity level, I think, as everyone knew, was a shortened game. The intensity level was just off the charts.
Mm-hmm.
And that first 10 minutes felt like it was 35, and we had senior night at halftime, so we were kind of, all over the place there. And then that second half, half. It took us a little bit to get calm and get back into it.
Yeah, I'm going to say I don't keep track of time of possession, but that second half, Kimberly did have it a bulk of the time until the last 10 minutes, and then Edgar came through with, I think, an assist from Quinn. Walk us through that one. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, Edgar just dropped it down into another gear, and the team dropped it down into another gear. They were pressing, they got the ball, beautiful ball through. Edgar just took on a guy, beat him, and had a beautiful shot from distance, which went in, which I think started to turn the momentum for us.
Okay, and then less than 4 minutes later, at 86-47, Henry Faust caught the corner edge, and I think Edgar with the assist. Go ahead with that one.
Yeah, I thought we were being a bit too cute there. We were kind of knocking the ball back and forth. We had a couple chances to shoot, and we didn't take them. And then Henry ended up getting the ball back and kind of muscled his way around the corner and shot it. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful sight to see it hit the back of that net. But then I knew that last 3-4 minutes was going to be crazy.
Okay, well, at least you had the endurance. You practiced that. I know. Okay, so tomorrow, I just gave away my playing cards. I'm an Oshkosh North graduate, 74, and you're playing crosstown rival Oshkosh North tomorrow night, 24 hours from me here, Titan Stadium. What have you heard? What are you going to do?
It's going to be a challenge to turn around. I mean, literally less than 24 hours from now, we're going to be warming up for the game tomorrow. We'll have no time in training to fix anything. We had a game Saturday. Now the game today was incredibly intense, even though it was a short amount of time. So, tomorrow we just got to survive the day and get through it, and hopefully then we'll have a little rest on Wednesday before we play Thursday. Should be a great game, though. Always is whenever we play Oshkosh North.
Okay. Well, again, head coach Matt Callahan, this is Oshkosh Media, congratulating on a come-from-behind 3-2 victory conference game against the Kimberly Papermakers. Congratulations.
Thank you.